Picture this. You're peacefully enjoying your morning coffee, scrolling through your phone, maybe planning your day, when suddenly, crash! Your favorite mug, that delicate heirloom figurine, or your carefully balanced stack of papers comes flying off the table like it's been launched from a catapult. You look over. There it is, your cat, sitting there with the ultimate, who, me, I'm innocent face. But seriously? Why do cats have this magical talent for knocking every single thing off every single surface they encounter? Well, today we're diving deep, like ocean deep, into the mind of a cat to uncover the baffling, hilarious, and occasionally infuriating truth behind this classic feline move. Spoiler alert, it's not just because cats are evil, although some days you might start to suspect that. There's science, instincts, psychology, and a hefty helping of I'm the boss here attitude involved. Welcome to Just Paw Facts, where we uncover the truth about your pets. Today we uncover why cats love to knock things off tables, and yes, there is science behind it. Cats are born with a need to hunt and are super curious, way more than we think. What they do isn't for nothing. It's a bunch of tests to answer basic questions about their world. They are built to check things out, test them, and learn. When the thing falls, it sets off the chase part of their hunter brain. The quick movement is super exciting for them. But it's more than just hunting practice. They are also learning how stuff works. They're learning that if they do one thing, it makes another thing happen. They're thinking, okay, if I push this, it moves. If I push it harder, it falls. And when it falls, it makes a cool noise and my big human friend comes running. This is pure science. Every time they push something, they learn a little more about how things move and fall. They're not just making a mess. They're learning how they can change the world around them. Cats love being the center of attention, even if it's negative attention. Sometimes a little chaos is their way of saying, hey, look at me, I exist. They learn that knocking things over is a great way to get all of your attention. Think about it. They could meow, but you might be busy. They could rub on your leg, but you might not notice. But the second your keys hit the floor, you stop what you're doing and look right at them. The experiment worked. Even if you're telling them no, it's still attention. They've found a simple rule. When I push the thing, my favorite person looks at me. They aren't just scientists. They're scientists who study people, and you're their favorite subject. They are always testing how you'll react and making their test better, especially when they're bored. In their minds, they've successfully trained you, and honestly, they're not wrong. And don't forget boredom. If your cat is understimulated, knocking things off tables becomes a cheap and effective form of entertainment. You know how a bored kid will always find something to do? Well, that's especially true for a tiny scientist with paws. An indoor cat is safe, but they can also get really bored. We give them food and a soft bed, but we sometimes forget to give them a puzzle to solve. And when a smart brain doesn't have a challenge, it makes one for itself. To a bored cat, your neat shelf isn't just a shelf, it's a playground. It's a game. Knocking things down becomes a way to make some excitement in a long, boring day. It's like when a bored dog digs holes in the yard. This behavior is a big, blinking sign that their home is just too boring for their smart brain. They need more to do, more to explore, and more to hunt. So if these cat experiments sound a little familiar, and you're thinking your house is secretly a science lab, do us a favor and hit that like button. It helps other people with kitty scientists find this video. So how do you protect your stuff while keeping your little scientist happy? The goal isn't to punish them, but to make their lab better. You need to give them better, safer experiments to do. Yelling at your cat doesn't work and can even make them afraid of you. To them, it's just another weird thing you do. Instead, we need to do 3 things. Make their home more fun, change how you react, and practice some lab safety. First, let's fix the boredom problem. You need to make their official cat-safe work way more fun than their freelance gravity research. Start with their hunting instincts. You have to play with them every day. Get toys that act like prey, like feather wands or laser pointers, so they can stalk, chase, and pounce in a way that doesn't break anything. Next, give them brain games. Puzzle feeders are awesome for this. Instead of just giving them a bowl of food, make them work for it. This uses their problem-solving skills and feels more like hunting. And don't forget to switch out their toys. A toy that's been hidden for a week feels brand new and exciting when it comes back. Finally, think up. Cats love to be up high. Tall cat trees or shelves on the wall let them look down on their kingdom. A cat tree next to a window where they can watch birds can keep them busy for hours. It's their own little science station that's way more interesting than your desk. Next, let's change your part in the experiment. You have to learn to ignore them on purpose. When your cat knocks something over, you have to try really hard not to react. Don't talk to them, don't look at them, and don't run over. If it's not something that will break or is dangerous, just leave it there. Pick it up later when your cat is in another room. By taking away the reward, your attention, the behavior will eventually stop working for them. Now get ready for something that might happen. When they first realize their old trick isn't working, they might try it even more for a little while. This is the most important part. If you keep ignoring it, they'll decide the experiment is a failure and stop doing it. The other side of this is rewarding good behavior. Instead of giving them attention for naughty things, give them lots of praise, pets, and treats when they do something good. See them using their scratching post or playing with the right toy. Reward them! This teaches them a much better way to get the attention they want. Finally, while you're making these changes, it's a good idea to practice some lab safety. You wouldn't leave a science experiment bubbling on the edge of a table, so don't leave something special you don't want broken on the edge of a shelf. For a little while, cat-proof your house by putting away anything you'd be sad to see smashed. For places they love to sit, you can use things like double-sided sticky tape or mats with funny textures that cats don't like. You can even use a little bit of sticky putty to hold light things down, making them harder to push. This isn't about making your home a fortress. It's just about hiding the temptation while your cat learns that their new, fun home is a better place to play. So the next time you see that little paw start to creep towards a pen on your desk, remember what you learned today. Your cat isn't a little villain. They're a scientist with a smart, curious brain. The crashing, the noise, the mess, it's all just research. That behavior is their way of telling you they are bored, they need to hunt, or they just want your attention. By upgrading their lab with better toys, making their world more exciting, and changing your own reactions, you can point that scientific curiosity toward good things. You can protect your stuff and, more importantly, build a better friendship with your little furry scientist. So next time you hear that unmistakable clatter followed by the innocent stare, smile, and remember, your cat is just conducting important science experiments at your expense. What's the most scientific thing your cat has ever done? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you want to figure out more of your pet's mysterious behaviors, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.